stories you've heard.
Hey everyone, it's Robert and welcome back to another episode of New World News. Today we got a live developer question and answer session on Twitch, and we didn't get a whole lot of new information out of this. In fact, most casual people that have been following the topic will probably know 95% of what happened during that Q&A. There was a lot of support from the New World community, so, New World community managers, you did your job. The chat was flooded with people that were interested to see what the developers had to say about New World, and boy, they might have left a little disappointed. One thing we did get was exclusive footage, the Golden Rage armor that was awarded as a Twitch drop. The developers also clarified that while it comes as a set, you can mix and match those pieces at will, so you can create different outfits and different looks to suit your mood. The art director did go on record saying that, he did say the end game's all about fashion, and for some people it is, and when you've done everything else PvE wise, it does turn into that, so it's hard to disagree. It was an interesting time for the games that led up to that actual New World question and answer. We did get a chance of bringing back Stagger in chat. They started it all off with showing the trailer that we had already seen yesterday. The question and answer had two developers from the Amazon Game Studios team, and that was Michael Willette, who is the game design director, and Charles Bradbury, who's the art director. One thing we could tell from Michael on his background is that he sure does love Legos. He's got a fascination with Earthworm Jim, and he's got a He-Man Grayskull castle tucked down there, so that's pretty cool. It looks like Charles was stuck in the office because he had a regular Amazon background, so sorry, Charles. One question they answered was about combat. They relayed that it was a third-person, skill-based combat system that's played out on the servers, so you have to aim where you want to attack. Again, really basic, nothing that most of people don't already know. They did give some numbers on engagement that I haven't heard before. 2.3 million Twitch drops were given out over the course of the closed beta. The game did peak at #1 on Twitch. They did reemphasize that there was over 25 million player hours in the game. What they were able to find with those large data sets of player hours is that, there were bugs. But something that happened that they didn't expect was the serenading that took place in towns through the voice over IP system. And apparently, one couple actually got married at a church in the game. So that's pretty cool. They briefly touched upon the faction system, mentioned that you can take over control points to try and sway the influence in areas to try and spark a war. Again, a recap of things that we've been talked about. It was brought up in chat and asked on the stream, what about horses? And they said they can't talk about it. Hopefully, they're not going to add mounts anytime soon. Not really a fan. I think there's other systems in place, especially Azoth consumption, that adding mounts and fast travel's there, but adding mounts and additional ways to travel quickly would break. They didn't say no, but they didn't say yes either. They said they can't talk about it. He did drop that they've been adding spirit shrines. That makes me think that they might be doubling down on the fact that they really don't want to add that quick travel system via mount, and that they want to keep it to an Azoth consumption. Heck, maybe they'll add mounts in one day that consume Azoth, who knows. Your horse gets tired, it's supernatural, give it some Azoth, it's okay. Regardless, they did add spirit shrines during this extra development time that they had. Another question that was asked by the community and relayed by the Twitch streamers was, what's with specific language servers, specifically for the EU, but you could also see this in LATAM. And they mentioned that the game's been localized in a bunch of different languages, and hopefully people will be able to enjoy the experience in their native tongue. One question they did ask that was pretty decent was, what do you, as Amazon developers, want us to know as the player or consumer? What is important to you? Charles started off this one, and he said that for him, it was about exploration, getting over the next hill, finding those points of interest, engaging with the world. That's what he found interesting and unique about this game. Additionally, that characters at the beginning may start off kind of similar, a little vanilla, but as the game progresses and as you explore new areas, you'll find more and more nuanced characters that can kind of spice things up a little bit. Michael said the thing that he really looks forward to is the expeditions. Hopping in there with 4 of your friends, taking on challenges, solving puzzles, beating monsters, and getting, correspondingly good loot to go along with it. He also really wants to make sure that you try fishing during the open beta because it's such a chill activity to take part in. Reminder, open beta is going to take place across 4 days, September 9th to September 12th, and the game is still scheduled to launch on September 28th. Again, that's a quick rundown of what they went over. There was a lot of dead time. You could see that little bit of new footage, which I've included here, but that's really the highlights of the chat. I'm Rob. Thanks for watching, and remember that if you enjoyed this video or found value from it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thanks, and I'll see you in Eternum.
I will say a prayer for the souls of your crew.